Okay. This is good. I think we just go with this. Sabretooth is garbage, but pretty good pack. So we're facing Galernius. He's not super high right now, but in previous seasons, he's gotten the best of us a lot. He was able to crack the code a couple times when we were playing the old round 5 HE War Factory. We had a lot of trouble with him, as well as in our Phantom Ray days, so a very worthy competitor. But now we are in our new phase, which is the linked tank master phase with a pivot into wasps. I'm going to experiment now with the crawlers a little bit more forward. I guess it's pretty good for aggro. He's probably going to be aggro here, so there's no probably putting this all the way back is probably not great. So I'm fairly sure that we haven't pulled our linked sledge on him quite yet, maybe once. And guys, this is why the buildings are kind of stupid, because he puts his army where you're not expecting. You're thinking that everything's going to fight here, but he just puts it here. And I'm not sure if he's just trying to like mess you up and, you know, go into the spot where you're not going, but the buildings haven't helped anything in terms of RNG on round 1. Because you have sneaky fellows like this guy deploying it on the side that you're not supposed to be deploying on. It's very easy to make the building useless because you just put your strong unit first, and then, the strong unit, I mean, you just put a little bit of chaff, and then it's just pretty bad. You can get exploited easily. I think we go for the Fangs immediately. The Fangs can provide some chaff value, a little bit of anti-missile, but probably just chaff value here. Probably need to sell out of this now because it's not doing anything. Tempted to just put everything here because we're going to be deploying here. He's playing his tank game here. Question is, what do we do now? Because we don't have enough for 2 tanks. We have to go for 3 chaff, which is not ideal. I kind of don't even want to go for chaff, but I think I have way too much chaff. I think I'm just going to skip the potential extra deployment. Surprised he goes for the Phoenix when we already have Marksman. Might be a mistake actually for him. Let's take a look at our chaff waves. Are they coming in front in perfect timing? They kind of are. I'm glad I went for the extra tank pack because we need the tanks for chaff clear. Gets a small scam with the Phoenix, but not a big deal. I've had rounds go way worse than this. The big question is, how is he going to respond to the tanks? Orbital seems interesting. I think we probably should take it, given how much value you get from it. It's a little expensive of a spell, but, when you get this much value, I think you just take it. question is, do we just put this here and just kind of like let him insta snipe the, you know, try to get him to insta snipe the thing, sell it next round? We can sell the gun right now. Let's just see how much money we have. In this situation, I think it's better to sell this first because we get 3 tanks right away. I don't even care about the shield. I'll just keep building tanks. You could argue we need a sledge here, but I'm gonna just get the link ready for next round. Big question is, when does he want to go Scorpion? Is he gonna go for Scorpion? Does he know that the link sledge is coming? Surely he knows. He could see the link, but they never expect it. They never expect it. By the looks of things, you don't even need link at this point. So I'm actually worried to click link because I feel like he has to come out with some kind of Scorpion. Speak of the devil. So if he's going to go into Scorpion, I may as well just skip the link. That's the question. It's a very... The name of the game right now is when do you go link and when do you not go link. That's the name of the game. Don't really want to start committing into air units yet. I can go link, right? I mean, I can go heal, I can go range. Maybe I just go for that. And, because I'm so far ahead. I'm so far ahead that, okay, so it's Hacker. Hacker, I wish I went link, but, should still be fine. So far ahead, we're just kind of biding our time. Now, I have been hacked before to the point where he turned the entire link against us, but I'm not sure if it's going to happen in this situation, but it's definitely happened before. The range is good, but it doesn't do anything, so I don't love our range choice. We might have made a mistake there. But we're still going to win, I think, this round. Alright, so we'll just go for the link now to finish him off. There's no way he's going to go for a melter. EMP's kind of bad, but he's probably going to shield. I don't even know if I care about the EMP. I'll just skip here. I'll just go for my link. Only problem is now the EMP might be a little bit problematic, so I don't know if I want to shield. I feel like he may not go EMP because we don't have any techs. But I might be wrong here. We're taking a bit of a gamble. If he EMPs us, then we might be in trouble. Sell out of this, maybe go for another tank. Or I could go for 2 chaff. I don't feel like the chaff doesn't do that much. It might actually do a lot here, the chaff. Right? Doesn't defend the EMP. We're both taking risks. Yeah, and I think this is going to be hard for him. The missile doesn't do that much. See, when they link, when he has 2 tanks converted, they link. So it's the link is, you know, it's it's a little bit of a problem sometimes. Like, I've had a game where the hacker turned our entire chain against us. But, you know, you kind of need to lose hard. Hopefully we win. It looks like he gets another chance, which is good for us to prove ourselves. I believe I would just go into Wasps now. The Wraith is not what you want to see, but so be it. So the Melter obviously was offered, so it's a pretty straightforward pick for us. I think it's just going to be Elite Recruit. Ground Spec. Very, 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 very straightforward solution to this. Put one here just in case. We know the Melter is probably going to be here. So I'll have most of my forces here. We'll go for the speed and I'll go for missiles. Because I want to just eliminate the chaff as much as possible. The question is, do you put this here or do you put this here, right? He might be sneaky and he might put a Melter here. This is why I want it to be here. Okay, see? The only problem here is that we have this this missile. This missile is a very, very deadly counter. And this is one of the problems of clicking ground spec. You might get wrecked by a missile. If you have shield, you'll be fine. So perhaps we've made a mistake, and perhaps we're in trouble. His missiles here are fine, but it would be better if he had missiles further back, specifically trying to kill our wasps. Like, when we lose this wasp, we're going to be in trouble. And there you go. No more wasp. He's gonna take over this one. He's gonna kill this one chain. And but let's see what's going on here. Losing the tower is not good. And now we're in some serious trouble. Maybe we're fine. Maybe we're fine. Let's see. Nope, we're in some serious trouble. So the solution to this is probably a shield, and I think we have to just commit with wasps at this point. There's no other way out of this. So we're gonna click shield and just build more wasp. I don't think we can build level 3 wasp. This is probably good still. I might want to start selling some of my sledges on this side because the sledges aren't doing anything in here except for getting hacked. Let's think about this. We do get enough for 3 level 3. Okay, let's play a little bit quicker here. I think this is a little bit more reasonable given the situation. I can sell a tank from the front line, or I could try to sell something here, but it's, you know, both would be okay. Like, I could sell something here, go for a speed, go for an attack, or I could just go for missiles. I think I want to go for missiles. And he goes for his little missile, sneaky missile, but this time he also has Mustangs to support. It's gonna be a nice missile, but these guys are starting to get fat. And it's taking him a real long time to get in here. And we should be able to win here. You have to trust the wasp. It's always ground spec, and then it's always shield. And you're always going to stay one step ahead. So I was getting a little concerned there. He did have aerial spec, which is interesting. Why did he not go for aerial spec? I actually didn't realize that, but I feel like even if aerial spec, you might go Phantom Rays, but I haven't quite figured out when we necessarily need to go Phantom Rays. But let's play that back and see see how it goes if he goes for the aerial spec. I'm really surprised he didn't click it. I would like to say that his mistake was going into the hacker, but yeah, I mean, had he gone into Scorpion or Melter instead of the hacker, you know, hackers weren't really doing anything. So let's just see if he's still able to do anything. I mean, he has this. Why wouldn't he click it, right? Why wouldn't he click it? So what do I sell? A hacker probably, right? There's no way that a hacker here... Well, a hacker here was going to do something, but... Is this really doing anything? Well, he needs this to clear this. I want at least 2 of these, but I would like to maybe... I mean, 200 here. This can't be doing anything. Can we elite recruit 2 of these? Do we need temp range? Yes. Do we need a shield? Shield probably doesn't do much. Missiles are probably good. I'll put a missile here. I'll put a missile here. I should probably put down like 5 missiles. I'd probably be able to just wreck all those flying wasps. And look at this. The wasps do not stand a chance. Did the Link Sledge just completely throw him off? And did he just completely not realize, like, oh, he could just click this? Because this is almost, this is horrible for us. And I was about to say that I thought this strategy is so good, so strong, but man, you always forget about the Tarantula. This AA is devastating. So for Tarantula, I feel like you have to go into Phantom Ray. So he did 3k damage there, which is devastating. It's almost one shot. So how can we play this better? Like, I feel like we were kind of forced into a corner, almost forced into clicking, you know, the shield, but the other option is to go for this. You can sell a tank, you know, and we can go into a shield, or let's sell a higher level tank like this, and we could go into shield, which doubles our HP. It doesn't do that much for the... It doesn't do that much for the Melter. Just see how this goes. Because ideally you want to help tank a little bit, and if the wasps are just dying to the tarantulas, your Phantom Rays are doing a little bit better. So let's just see what happens. Let's see if this is playable. If we can still win with this, then I'd say this is, perhaps are the better play for the future. It's very close, though. It's very close. It's a little bit too close, but... Guys, the fort, I always forget that there's a Tarantula AAA, and a lot of good players have clicked this. I just completely don't understand why he didn't click it, and he went for the Mustang, because I think he just panicked. After seeing the Link, this is not something that he's ever had to play against. He went for the Melter, and then he saw the Wasp, and he just said, let's go Mustang. Completely forgot about his AA Tarantula. I think that's what happened. Well, maybe next time we'll have an opponent that clicks the AA, and let's see how we have to respond to that. I'm wondering if, you know, you even start with the wasp if you see that. Like, can we still, because, you know, if you, I mean, you start with the wasp just because this is never going to get clicked right away. Then you go Phantom Ray next round. If you go Phantom Ray first, the Phantom Rays probably died to the melting point too quick. And, you know, there's no advantage in terms of chaff clear or anything. You probably lose the round. I'll just demonstrate just to show you what I mean. I feel like a lot of this, you know, how to play this is going to be determined, you know, on whether or not you go for Phantom Ray, whether or not you go for Wasp. And I say that you go for Wasp automatically, but I feel like there are situations where, you know, you may not want to go Wasp first. You might want to go Phantom Ray first. So let's take a look at the situation. I think another option is shield first if you think the opponent's going to do the missile. He did a really good job with his missiles. The problem is the Phantom Rays, they don't do anything. They do clear a little bit of chaff, but, you know, they don't do that much. They're horrible at chaff clear. They are quite tanky, but, you know, they're worse, obviously, for the melting points. And we end up losing this round if you go into... we lose this round way more. In retrospect, if you know that the missiles are coming, then, you know, you can go... And I think something that we did wrong was we probably needed to have, like, a Fang here, because then, you know, he might not missile us. The missile wasn't designed for the Wasp, it was designed for the Fang. A good player would probably just put the missiles way further back so that the Fang would connect into them. Tons of missiles. But now you can see the power of the shield. The power of the Wasp clearing chaff is amazing. We're still gonna lose our chaff here, and we might get a lock on, but no, just barely. So, you know, you can also consider, you know, if there's no missiles, then you go for shield. I mean, you go for ground spec, but if you think there's a missile, then you go for, you know, you go for the shield. So I don't know, like the shield might be safer, but you know, the ground spec is so good too, right? Because the ground spec clears everything. So, but then, you know, they also stay alive a little bit longer. All right, another day, another Link Sledge.